Aquarius, only see the High Priestess. This will not resonate with everyone. Press like, subscribe, notification with the notification bell. You can get my lives. If not, you have to wait 12 hours. Every time I say lives, I feel like I'm saying lies, lies, the lies and the alibis. The Chariot card in the car. All right. Turning up the value. Something, I see someone in the car, the radio. They're listening to themselves on the radio. Over and out. I always say that to the Leo. There's a Leo, I always tell her. I'm like, for quality assurance. For quality assurance. And then I was the other day, we were cracking up, me and the Leo, and I was like, and then I'm gonna hit you with the pause music. Dun 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 dun. You guys know that song? Dun 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 dun. It's like the coolest fucking jam ever. I swear I shared a meme of that like about a year ago, and I was like fucking dying for hours just on rerun. Like people were all just dancing to that song. All right, dance. Just dance. All right, let's go dancing. Someone's asking someone out to dance. Let's go dance. Have you seen me dance? All right, couple of dancers too. This was coming out reverse. King of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles. There is the bad cop. The bad cop is out here spending money on some strippers, okay? Also, this is an undercover cop right here, and he's about to like bust in with the hookers. Four of Swords. He's like, this is an undercover cop. Okay. And he's about to bust in, like they're gonna like take a prostitute to jail. She's going to jail. We're taking her down for sexual acts. Nah, but I also can see a bunch of cops. I feel like there's a bunch of cops, undercover cops at a strip joint. I feel like there's a cop right here that is probably investigating a bunch of strippers, or they're having a hound down a prostitute right here. Also, someone could get in trouble for prostitution. Also, this or like there's a cop passing a John and a prostitute. They're passing them by. They see them. They can see them through a peephole. Look at the peephole. He can see the prostitute. This is a sting. Look. Undercover cop. Money. This is money. That's money right here. All right. Catching the bait. The Six of Cups. They need the exchange of money with it wasn't the Six of Cups, it was the Six of Pentacles. They need to be able to prove that the Seven of Swords is happening, but also through a prostitute, through this person. Because it reminds me of kind of, maybe I'm watching too much Narco Colombia, but it reminds me of like how the women, they go from narco to narco, right? Also follow the money constantly. Well, where these women are getting this money, like it's a certain prostitute, like a real prostitute whorehouse, okay? This could be like somewhere in Vegas or something like that, or like this is like underground. It's very organized. Seven of Swords and Four of Swords is very closed off to the public, the judgment. Oh, you have to be crooked to get in here. Gotta be crooked. There's no way that you can enter this world. You have to be crooked. Also, this reminds me of Al Prophet. I love his channel. And he talks about real shit. Like there is the existence, like corrupt government right here, corrupt government officials going, how they're tied in. But there's 80% in everything, 80% of the bad guys in every fucking thing. It doesn't matter if it's religion, government, institutions. But like I said, this will not resonate with everyone. This is a story. This is a story. This is a story of how someone flat out gets away with it with the Seven of Swords. This reminds me, I'm telling this reminds me of, 'cause I've been watching, I just want to finish the series. But it reminds me of just that. Like they can pay off the government and get away with the Seven of Swords and act like the Four of Swords, like nobody sees it. Two of Pentacles, two sides of the justice and the injustice. As above, so below. As above, so below. The scales of life. Also, I see someone like in Africa, like peeling back like a certain fish or something like that. Also, like maybe it's the things I've been watching on Discovery, but this looks like a piranha to me. When the piranhas come and bite, okay, the one piranha alone can hurt you. Imagine 7 of them going at you at once. 4 swords getting stuck. This also reminds me of the hyenas. I'm telling you, this reminds me so much about what I've been watching lately. So, like, what are you watching? The same shit I'm watching? The Hermit. Maybe you might like the same things I like. A very handsome man, all in black, with a black hat. All right. So over here, the King of Swords with the 10 of Pentacles reversed. I get El Gallo y la Estrella. Okay, and Alacrán. So I feel like this could also be gambling because the Gallo too also signifies, I believe, va a ser el pericazo. So this will be cocaine. Okay, I'm going to talk to you guys now. This is all for entertainment purposes. You'd be surprised what people's lives have. You never know what someone had used to be in their past life. Anyways, these birds are stamped with certain marks. Also, like gangs mark their people. And if this is a crooked official, I would say not the cops, but it could be a crooked politician or something like that. They're involved with this distribution right here. I'm telling you, it reminds me so much. You must be watching something like this. Also, I feel like if you're a creator of movies, this is your creation. You have creations in your mind. You can see things forthcoming. Or how do you have these ideas download into your head and you put it in a piece of paper and you write it in the script? You could actually be a very famous producer. How much the industry is involved with the cocaine. Oh, cocaine is the name of the game. I see a lot of celebrities, a lot of politicians, crooked cops, crooked people, crooked popes, pimps, and all that, all hanging out, doing the same thing with different kinds of vices. With different kinds of vices. Like I said, you can't get into this place. Like, there's more sinners than what there are of good people because one good person outweighs 20 times fold on a bad person. So the strength is like huge. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like people are stamped with a tattoo. Certain codes too. This could be a movie. I also feel like someone could be eating with the scorpion. With the scorpion, I see an Aquarius, the scorpion, and then this reminds me of the Fool card. So maybe possibly in Aries. Also, it's not always an official. The King of Swords reverse could be like the one that switched to the other side. So while I've been watching Colombia Narcos, and honestly, I haven't really paid attention to what's currently happening in Colombia. I should probably check that out with Al Prophet because he's very updated with his foreign policy and stuff like that. I mean, you should check him out. Al Prophet, press like, subscribe, notification. Anyways, the journey, the hunter, and the seer. Woo! Okay, so I was watching everything and I was seeing like how people did not even want to be part of the game. But because they were so good at whatever talent they had, they were forced to work with these people. Even if there was like no getting out, they will kill your family, they will kill you. Like, and you really think about it, why was everybody scared to go to jail? Why is everybody scared to go to jail? But you know, in certain places in the world, jail is it's a different realm. Okay, so jail, prisons. Cause see, when they killed one of the most important informants that they had people that worked in jail turn the other way while there was another man there and this is true events. This really happened. I'm gonna just say allegedly because we're talking about like this is history. See, the thing about Narcos, it's really fucking history. Just like how you read in the Bible, that's real fucking history. You can't denounce it. You have to accept things for what they are because that's the fucking truth. Maybe this is too deep. All right, so do you know there's certain races that are declining because of the drug use and just the gluttonous ways, as in eating bad food, drinking a lot, being under the influence? They're dying off. Now, I'm not going to go and say the names of it, but I think that's the price you have to pay, or like as a generational curse you have to pay for certain things that happened during slavery. And yo, you do know that the vortex right now, the polar vortex, I can't even say the polar vortex. Why can't I say it? Am I saying it wrong, Spirit? Vortex. There, I said it. Vortex. The vortex. It's off of its alignment and it's like hitting full blown. It's said that the next 9 months, 9 to 10 months, and the moon is wobbling at the same time. It's supposed to wobble until 2030. You're not going to tell me that the world feels real different, or maybe we're just maturing enough that we're so open to the truth versus to how we grew up. If we're talking about 80s babies, you know what I'm saying? The new age of these children, very futuristic, and how they're saying they're shooting down UFOs. What if they're shooting down actual like spying? Look, shooting down. Someone's like, go back to this. Juicy story, right? But this is what I saw too in the movie that I was watching. Because I remember I had put up a post, watch the movie with me, So if you've been like keeping up with it, like how do you feel about like nobody wanted to go to jail? Jail wasn't that fucking bad. What is so hard to put accountability on the self? We had to kill everybody off over revenge. Not we, but Colombia. Or, I don't want to put it because I feel like behind other people's decision that has given a whole country a bad name when there's innocent people there, civilians. There's the good side of Colombia. There's the beautiful side of Colombia. It reminds me of Fashion Week. Vice TV, press like, subscribe, notification. The King of Cups, the Ace of Swords, and the Emperor. For the love of, because that's a big sword right here. No, big names, big swords right here. And then the battle that goes with it. Also, whatever this investigation is, you need solid, concrete. You need something solid and concrete. All right. I feel like this is like a prostitution sting or something like that. This is a prostitution. You're following a drug dealer, a stripper, or something like that, to this business, this place of business. But I feel like it's an opening. It's a gateway to hell, is what I hear, or the gateway of the goons. Like it's like opening the door to where you can't even go in there with your cell phone, is what I hear. And this is like all organized. Strippers, like prostitutes, and like it's like going into like and welcome into the mob world, okay, or into a gang, or into, like, I'm telling you, Illuminati. The rich and how they party. They make you turn off your cell phone and write, I think, a consent form or something like that in order to get there. I feel like if someone has been, I feel like this is a 7-year investigation, 7 to 10 years, and you're getting really close to wrapping this up. A pizza parlor. This is like a restaurant, a pizza parlor. In the back of the restaurant opening, it's right behind the freezer. See that shit? That's behind the freezer. 4 swords. Also, like, dead bodies. This is graphic, or this could be the movie. Dead bodies. But like I said, if you were watching Narcos Colombia with me at this time, you see that shit, right? It's like every day it was like a new body being hung up. And you know what? Sinaloa, Mexico, is going through civil war right now as we speak, behind them capturing El Chapo. And El Chapo's in Aries. The drum. The beat of the fire is not put out yet. The fire is not put out. Taming the wind. The circle of people. And there's the spirit of the serpent. The serpent is on full attack mode. Like, however this person, like, is so organized that you can't just bust in there. And that's how organized this is. Right? It's really organized. No, I don't want nobody following me or anything like that. I see a movie. It can be somebody's real life, but that's why I put it won't resonate with everyone. Why would I want this to resonate with everyone? Why would I want you to be in these kind of places, in that kind of situation? This is some real shit right here. This the kind of shit that if you do the right thing, that will kill you. I just want someone to fucking understand that if you do the right thing, these people will kill you. They're so organized. So organized. If you were watching Narcos Colombia with me, because I put it up here on some of the Talk to Me's, you've been watching it. You can never do the right thing. And even if you don't want to do the wrong thing, they will kill you if you don't do the wrong thing. It's being raised in that kind of society. And then I was watching an interview or something where they were saying people will glorify them, and then people that know the truth, and eventually over time, like, it was an interview that I was watching of a young man who, when he was young, he thought that living that lifestyle was all cool and shit. And then as he got older, it was known that people wanted to steer away from people whose names were affiliated with that, because they were known to kill people and bring chaos. And it's like, be careful when they have their eyes on you. You know what I'm saying? They'll kill you for even suspecting. Also, this reminds me, this could be a actual real blogger. This is what you do. You go to these places, they cover your head up and everything, and you do interviews with people that have their faces covered up like that. And they talk about what they do, because I know there's a lot, and they make it to where, like, they can't talk to the feds, that it's just strictly for journalism, real journalist. It's a very dangerous job. Back in the day, they used to kill people who were bloggers, journalists, even making up movies referred to their name and all that. They will, yeah, they don't like you. They will, like, I think the way they did Pablo Escobar's side chick. Yeah, because and I think it's really crazy that they don't talk about how the occult is very affiliated with the mob. There's a lot of witches involved. And that has been going on for a long time, not just in mobs, in police, in the government, in the CIA, in different parts of the world, in hidden places. And it has been noted down through history, through rocks that still exist, of existing high priestesses, pastors, preachers, apostles, all of it. Till this very day, we hear names of people who have had an amazing journey. This also reminds me of Arthur Blessed. I think that's his name. Blessed. I know his last name is Blessed. He walked around the world with a whole cross on his back, different places, and he was and it was funny because I was talking to a man that had gone into the military, and we were just talking about spirituality. And he had I told him, I was like, oh, Panama Canal must have been a real dangerous one. And he was like, actually, really was. If you go Bennett, I think it is. I don't know, but I know the last name is Bennett or Blessed. Blessed. Goodness. Anyways, he passed all these dangerous places with the cross. All he had was faith. Why is it that he was chosen to be able to walk down all these forests and stuff that he could have got eaten by alligators, by snakes, like real serpents, walking through giraffes. Come on, man. How blessed is a man to be able to walk them in every place and home because of their faith. So I just feel like you could walk in the valley of shadow of death and no harm will touch you, for real, because someone literally carries a cross on their back. And this is like one of the dopest fucking readings I ever had, man. I swear.